Hello, hello, hello. Normally I don't do playthroughs of the patches anymore. I just play them on stream and then I do a patch review. But I have heard that today's patch is incredibly short. Like under an hour short. Like some people are recording the length in minutes, like 10 minutes. So this is gonna be a playthrough of the patch together with the review of the patch, together with the timing of the patch of how long will it take me from starting the quest to finishing it to finish the whole thing. Also, my game is very laggy for some reason.
These are...
Let's put it on auto.
Momo, I can understand what Gifty's saying too.
I'm more worried that they're actually conscious.
Something to do with this bubble. What's it made of anyway?
They look like an animated sticker. It can't be very comfortable.
It was my first time floating. My first step into a whole new world. Did I fall? It hurt a little. People in the rain, disappearing into the distance. Was I parting ways with friends?
Are you having amnesia?
I think these bubbles are memories of feelings I felt before. But some of them don't belong to me. Maybe they're from the countless other me's, all converging here.
So which of those stories are we implied to have played?
Little bubbles, and they make up this big bubble? Why are they in the Sea of Stars?
Maybe it's because all the versions of me have asked the same question at some point in their journey. What would I be doing right now in another world? What path would I be taking? What friends would I have met? How would I be feeling now? And would I be humming the same song when I'm happy? Just like that, these drifting thoughts floated away like bubbles. Oh, not just like bubbles, but literally as bubbles. And in the end, they converged and formed one huge bubble in the Sea of Stars.
What about that huge stage? Do you think that's made from all your shared wishes too?
I see. So it's about using music to share the feelings we've had along our journeys. I've actually had that thought before.
Sounds neat. But how? Do we perform on that huge stage?
Of course. I just haven't figured out what to perform yet. Let's check out the stage first. And those two gateways. There's something mysterious about them. After that, let's share our thoughts with everyone. Maybe then I'll come up with something. Gifty likes my idea too. Come on, Momo. On the way, we'll listen to My Feelings.
Why is that in quotation?
A stage, two mysterious gateways, and so many other new things that weren't here before. Which one should I check out first?
I love how she has no emotional reaction to things that are quite disturbing. Like, for example, this. This is quite horrifying, actually. If I was besieged by flat 2D creatures, I would not... I wouldn't be like that. I'm also really worried about how laggy this area is in general. I have heard that the game has been recently, like, frying people's systems so bad that their breakers go off? I do like that they have recolored the... Oh, okay. That's messages. Oh, wow. Wait, what? Never mind. Mom always tells my sister and me that she's a stylist. But as a great detective, I realized something. The job is far more amazing than that. It just feels like magic. Yesterday, Mom was busy in her room and I sat quietly nearby reading a fairy tale book. Mom didn't know that I've been secretly observing how she worked the whole time. First, Mom sorted through lots and lots of sketches, big ones and small ones. Then she took out a blank sheet of paper and began writing and drawing quickly, softly murmuring words like summer and passion. In just a few strokes, she drew a beautiful girl. A few more swift lines later, the girl was wearing a dress even more beautiful than anything in my storybooks. Mom paused for a moment and thought carefully, then said softly, "No, the hem should be made of sheer fabric, something fluffy and light." With more quick strokes, she added soft, cloud-like layers to the dress. Then Mom took out another brand new sheet of paper and drew lots of simple shapes, along with mysterious numbers. I thought her work was finished there, but today I saw something unbelievable in her room. There were all sorts of strange-shaped fabrics that matched the drawings exactly. Mom was holding the fabrics and adjusting them on a mannequin partner, carefully shaping them. And the dress from yesterday's drawings has come alive. When I grow up, I want to learn this incredible kind of magic too. So, Nikki's mother was a regular person, but she did work in the fashion industry. That's new. Rainy days in Mirrorland are a little different. There are no weather forecasts here, but people don't mind running into a downpour. That sounds a lot more like fluff that I don't really care that much about. At the Wish Carnival party, prepare to be amazed. That's a lot of fluff. Thank you. No, I wanna read the thing that's at the bottom, please. The thing that's at the bottom, game. Reflections while organizing the photo album. Today, while tidying up our photo album, I suddenly had the idea to gather all of our family trip photos into one collection. And just like that, I ended up with a travel journal that grew from 2 people to 3 to 4, while the 2 little girls in the photos kept getting taller and taller too. But when I counted carefully, I realized something. Most of these photos were actually taken when both girls were still very small. After my sister went off to university, she only comes home during the winter and summer holidays. And if Mom is busy with work or Dad is away, it becomes really difficult for us to travel together like before. Also, I think I don't cling to my family the way I used to anymore. I have my own things to do now and my own friends and my own expanding world. Home is no longer everything. It has become a place I can return to, and a place I miss from time to time. Maybe this is what growing up feels like. Next time my sister comes home, I want to ask her if she feels the same way. I really want to grow up faster, to experience things I can only get answers about from her right now. Maybe I'll be able to go on even further places and have even more exciting adventures. I think those were all of the notes. I'm the most intrigued about any notes that are to do with Nikki's regular family life. Like, it's the area that I'm most interested in. So this is just a dance minigame that we have had a while before? I don't quite understand its point, but okay. Do I get anything for this, or...? At least it speeds up. Previously it was very slow. Well, at least there was one double. Oh, right. So you get a currency and then you invest the currency into the voting thing. Eh. The Breezy Meadow kickball game? Not too interested. That's in Mirrorland. Please put me down. I'm already finding this stage to be annoying. Diary of Vampire Princess is also not particularly intriguing. Right, so I stared at this thing. The most interesting parts over here were just the fact that I got a couple of diary entries to read from Nikki's diary. So that's pretty cool.
Such a beautiful stage. When the performance begins, will there be lots of me's watching as well?
Are we having a performance? At all? If you found yourself performing, would you be interested in watching yourself perform? So that's the other stage that you can vote for, I'm assuming.
Two completely different spaces and a big, beautiful stage. I can't wait to give the...
I don't want to connect with others, honestly. Ugh, god damn it, lag, this is... whoa. Yeah, gameplay-wise, this is pretty bad, not gonna lie. Like, I feel like I'm framing all over the place. And Nikki's delicious. So there's like some world building over here. To do with like Nikki's family, the kind of things that Nikki likes. And this one you can just collect hearts, which honestly feels a lot nicer than the whole Momo dancing thing. Do I have journey feelings? I'm very confused right now.
Huh? Are you saying I need to choose between fireworks and bubbles as the stage theme to reflect my overall feelings from the journey? And every version of me gets a vote?
I do love the thing that from some angles they don't exist.
And we earn heartstrings from the music spaces, then devote them to our favorite theme? In the end, the theme with the most heartstrings...
Yeah, but like, do we have to?
Final look?
Can't they just like put a thumbs up? That would be a lot more fun. This place is quite laggy and I don't want to dance as Momo.
Turns out that if we gain new insights in the current music space, we can head to another at any time to...
I'm gonna just go with the fireworks because honestly the whole bubble mechanic was annoying. So, for full rewards, I want to do at least 18,000, it seems. And there are limits to how many things you can earn. Which is... That's a bit annoying. But also, 18,000 with it being limited to what, like, quite a large amount every day?
Wow!
You can probably grind out this update in a couple days.
Amazing!
It really does. I can feel my heart racing. Gathering here and listening to the feelings we've each had on our own journeys, whether similar or different, makes every moment feel so precious.
Nikki, have you decided what to perform yet?
You know, the only
The
reason
feelings from our
why I got
journeys,
even an inkling of Nikki's thoughts is because I decided to open
we
those
all
bottles.
chose to brave the roads ahead of
This
us,
is a lot of
even when
write,
we
don't
didn't know
show.
where they might lead.
In a game where most people are not gonna be reading fluff.
Sorrows, we may have to
So
bid
she's
farewell
talking
to
about all
wounded
the
souls.
feelings that she has
We
had
may meet new
that we have
friends,
just
or
revisited
lose them again.
when we have not actually done that. It's like they forgot to craft the memory lane traversing part of the update.
With one certainty deep within our hearts, that as long as we keep going, we will reach a better, brighter future.
Nikki.
Even if it takes a miracle and a long, long time for us to get there. As long as we keep going, meet new people, experience new things, and create little miracles of our own. One day, that miracle will happen. Just like how our paths have crossed in this moment.
Spread your wings, Nikki. I'll always be with you. Now take the stage and make all your feelings heard.
From my heart.
Okay. On the upside we have music. PS5 players got just sound effects. Aww, his little bro. I feel like this would mean something if you made it mean something. Okay. Time to fucking review the patch. Okay, I get it. I get it. Well, people are saying that this is not a patch. Because this is not a patch. Okay. So. Let's start here. If they just wanted to sell a banner without doing a story patch, that's completely fine. But I meandered, and it took us 18 minutes to complete this. Like, in 18 minutes, we have done everything that there is to do. Oh god. I've seen people say online that this was how 1.x was in general. As in the whole Wishfield saga. I beg to differ. I was here since 1.1. And you can see my past playthroughs of patches starting 1.6 on this channel. It has its own playlist, these videos normally, me playing through patch cycles. So, while you can only see from 1.6 playthroughs that I have done off stream, the cut down version of them would still be over an hour. The shortest patch cycles that we have had outside of the game launching was something like 24 days, and that was the Tide of Tears patch. I have a full playthrough of that. That was like easily 3 hours of just story alone. The most nothing burger patch that we had that lasted way too long was 1.4. Unfortunately, that's one that I don't have footage of. That was still about 2 or 3 hours of story. Mind you, the story was entirely nonsensical because it was like, yay, a celebration patch, and it was just those blue Feywish sprites throwing a celebration, but you still got a dungeon. You still had Momo Longlegs. People got antsy because the patch lasted too long. It lasted something like 36 days, and there was like practically no content to it. We got 18 minutes. Fucking Jesus Christ, we got 18 minutes. Look, if you just want to sell banners, I'm all here for it, mate. Like, I don't care. I don't need the banner to be, like, involved in the story, but it's like, you didn't release a patch. This normally could be an extended promo video. I meandered, and it took me 20 minutes to do everything that there is to do, outside of repeating those things that I've done, in order to put in some points towards a stage. You would have been better off trying to hype something up. As in, here's a banner, guys. Here is countdown. Something really big is coming. Like, even that would feel better. This just feels so incredibly half-assed. I feel like if you gave us nothing, it would have been better. Yeah. 18 minutes of patch is gonna receive the letter F. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10 because it still had items, but you can't sell this as a patch. You know, 1.1 was pretty lackluster. The only reason why 1.1 is remembered fondly is because it sort of progressed the story. And I played through 1.1 on stream before because that story is permanent. So I'm able to be like, okay, this is 1.1's content. You know, this is what we That was still over an hour, Gunnies. That was like an hour and a half. If I didn't stop to read the letters, it would have been 10 minutes. I'm gonna be ranting about this for longer than the patch lasted. Yeah, that's a new low. We're classifying this as not a patch. Because it's not. You wanted to sell the banner, and look, I dig it. I dig the banner, I'm wearing it. I'm happy with that, but we do not call this a patch. Okay? It's not a patch. So yeah, that's my ranting. That's my rating of the patch. If I continue talking about it, I will spend more minutes talking about it than I have playing through the full patch. So thank you for watching. Share your opinions down in the comment section down below, because what the fuck? And also, thank you so much for my Patreon supporters. We do have a lot of things to talk about, because there was a lot of missteps happening with Infinity Nikki recently, but I suppose I'm fine. I have things to do in the next 23 days until an actual patch comes out. I have things to talk about. There were a lot of things happening in the community, but as far as Infold providing me content, they gave me like big old zero, babes. Big old zero. So I'll see you in other videos, and toodaloo for now.